Most people assume a dog that wants to sleep beside you is just seeking warmth or comfort. But psychology and animal behavior science tell a very different story. What if that nightly ritual isn't about body heat at all, but about something far more profound happening between two species? What does it mean when a dog chooses you, specifically, as its sleeping companion? The answer reveals more about your bond and your dog's inner world than most owners ever realize. Psychology, ethology, and neuroscience reveal that co-sleeping with dogs is loaded with behavioral signals most people completely misread. In this video, you'll discover exactly what your dog is communicating about trust, attachment, protection, and emotional need. Stay until the end, because the final insight might completely change how you see your relationship with your dog. Sleep is the most vulnerable state any animal can enter. In the wild, sleeping in the wrong place or beside the wrong companion could be fatal. So when a dog chooses to close its eyes next to you, that isn't casual. Animal behavior research shows that dogs carry ancestral threat assessment instincts even in domesticated life. Their brain is always, on some level, calculating safety. If your dog sleeps against you, or even in the same room, it means their nervous system has registered you as safe, not just friendly. Safe. That's a distinction most people miss. A dog can like someone and still not sleep near them. Trust and affection are different neurological states. If your dog sleeps beside you, it's one of the clearest signals of deep instinctual trust an animal can offer. Research on attachment in mammals, including groundbreaking studies from the University of Vienna, shows that dogs form what psychologists call secure attachment bonds with their primary humans. These bonds are structurally similar to the bonds between human infants and caregivers. What does that mean in practice? It means dogs co-regulate their emotional state through physical proximity to their person. When a dog is anxious, overstimulated, or simply winding down, sleeping near you literally helps their nervous system return to baseline. Your presence, your breathing pattern, your scent, your warmth acts as a biological anchor. So if your dog seeks you out at night, they aren't being clingy. Their brain is doing something sophisticated, using your calm to produce their own. In wild canid behavior, sleeping arrangements are never random. Pack members sleep in proximity according to social bonds and hierarchy, the most trusted central figures at the core. Wolves and wild dogs don't sleep beside those they're indifferent to. Domestic dogs retain this behavioral architecture. When your dog chooses to sleep near you, or specifically pressed against you, behavioral psychologists interpret this as your dog placing you at the center of their social world. You are, in their relational map, the most important figure. Studies on canine social cognition indicate that dogs make active, consistent choices about who occupies this role. It's not assigned by default to whoever feeds them. It's earned through emotional attunement, consistency, and calm leadership. If your dog chooses you, that choice is deliberate. Here's something fascinating that most people never notice. Dogs don't sleep the way humans sleep. Their sleep cycles are significantly shorter, roughly 45 minutes compared to a human's 90-minute cycle, and research suggests they spend far more time in light sleep than deep sleep, especially when humans are present. Why? Because even in sleep, the dog brain is partially monitoring its environment and its bonded human. Studies using EEG technology on sleeping dogs have found heightened neural activity when their owner moves, speaks, or changes breathing patterns during the night. Your dog isn't just sleeping beside you. Part of their brain is keeping a gentle, continuous watch over you. That's not dependency. That's devotion expressed at a neurological level. Animal behaviorists have studied dog sleeping positions extensively, and the data is compelling. Position isn't random. It communicates the dog's current emotional and relational state with remarkable consistency. A dog that sleeps curled tightly is in mild self-protection mode. They feel safe, but their ancient instincts are still slightly activated. A dog that sleeps sprawled on their back, belly fully exposed, is displaying the highest possible level of vulnerability and trust. The belly is the most unprotected region of any mammal's body. Exposing it requires feeling completely secure. A dog that sleeps back to back with their human is engaging in a behavior ethologists call contact sleeping. Pressing their back against yours mirrors what pack members do to signal mutual protection. They're not just sleeping near you. They're guarding you while you guard them. What position does your dog choose? The answer tells you exactly where you stand. Dogs experience the world primarily through olfaction. Their scent processing brain region is proportionally 40 times larger than humans. But here's what's rarely discussed. Scent isn't just information for a dog, it's emotional data. Research published in neuroscience journals has shown that a dog's brain activates its reward centers specifically in response to the scent of their bonded human, more than for any other smell, including food. Your scent, to your dog, is neurologically associated with safety, reward, and comfort. When a dog sleeps close enough to smell you continuously, they are, quite literally, marinating in comfort all night, and the relationship isn't one-directional. Studies on human sleep quality indicate that many people sleep more deeply and report lower cortisol levels when a dog is present in the room. The biology of comfort runs both ways. There's a common misconception that dogs who want constant closeness are anxious or poorly trained. Behavioral psychology draws a clear distinction between anxious attachment and secure attachment, and they look very different. An anxiously attached dog shows distress when separated, cannot settle independently, and seeks proximity from a place of fear. A securely attached dog chooses proximity from a place of preference. They can be alone. They simply prefer to be with you. If your dog willingly sleeps beside you but can also rest calmly in another room when needed, that's the behavioral signature of a secure bond, not an anxious one. Research on canine attachment styles mirrors human attachment theory almost exactly. Secure attachment in dogs, just like in humans, is the healthiest relational pattern possible. Your dog choosing you at bedtime from a calm and settled state is an expression of healthy love. This final insight is perhaps the most profound and the most underestimated. Dogs possess sensory capabilities that have no human equivalent. Their ability to detect subtle physiological changes, shifts in heart rate, changes in breathing rhythm, hormonal fluctuations, even early signs of illness, is increasingly validated by scientific research. Studies on medical detection dogs demonstrate that animals can identify conditions like hypoglycemia, oncoming seizures, and certain cancers through scent alone, often before any clinical symptoms appear. But this capability isn't limited to trained service dogs. All dogs possess the sensory hardware. When a dog sleeps close to you, they have continuous access to your physiological signals through the night. Many owners report their dogs began sleeping unusually close to them, or became watchful during the night before a health issue was diagnosed. Your dog may not just be telling you they love you, they may be quietly watching over your well-being in a way that goes far beyond what either of you fully understands. What all of these point toward is the same truth. When a dog chooses to sleep beside its person, it isn't a behavior to manage or correct. It's a communication, one that speaks in the language of trust, attachment, protection, and devotion. These animals are not simply occupying space in a bed. They are expressing, in the only vocabulary available to them, that you are their safe place, their anchor, their chosen companion, and that they intend to be yours in return. If this video gave you a new lens for understanding your dog, consider subscribing for weekly insights on animal psychology and human behavior. And if your dog is asleep somewhere nearby right now, well, now you know exactly what they're saying.